Devin Haney he's gonna be that opponent. Of course, I want to fight him. I want to fight Tank first, of course. But you know, it is what it is. If we can make Devin, let's make Devin. Why not? Let's go.
Oscar De La Hoya, I do believe, says that the whole lightweight division is now on notice, and King Ryan Garcia has arrived after his knockout win, triumphant win, hard-fought win over Luke Campbell. We're going to talk about that and these statements in this here video. Smash the like button. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, Ryan Garcia, fun little fight he was in last night. Really kind of a shootout firefight with Luke Campbell. I think Ryan Garcia did good. He got off the canvas in the second round. He was dropped, feet squared up. I'll probably make a video about that and the reason why Ryan Garcia got dropped, because I rewatched it. Definitely has some rewatchability in this particular fight. But I do like how Ryan Garcia responded to getting dropped for the first time in his professional career, because he got dropped and he got up. A lot of people had questions about Ryan Garcia. I don't know. I think this answers some questions, but it didn't answer others. It's a little bit tricky, and I'll probably explain that more and more in future videos. But this is what Oscar De La Hoya had to say regarding his fighter, Ryan Garcia. Quote, "This is the kind of fight where superstars are made. Down on the mat early for the first time in his career, Ryan got up, rallied, broke down his man, and then he got the knockout. Everyone in the lightweight division should consider themselves on notice. 2021 will be the year of Ryan Garcia." Now, make sure you guys smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification icon for the latest and greatest in the world of boxing. So, for me, I think it was a good performance by Ryan Garcia, just because he showed certain things you can't teach in terms of natural ability and also determination. You know, the determination that he showed and willingness and drive to not let his fans down. You know, that's real championship grit. You look at, let's say, Victor Ortiz, and when he fought Marcos Maidana, you seen the polar opposite. He got hit with some hard stuff, and he explained pretty much why he quit in the fight, right? I don't know, dude. I just think I'm too young to be getting beat up like this. I gotta go back to the drawing board. And you're literally talking to a tree, bro. And as you guys can see, Ryan Garcia got floored. He got dropped hard, feet squared up. And right there, you guys see Ryan Garcia just dropped the man, Luke Campbell, and stopped him. The body shot was vicious too. So I think people respect that in boxing, that it's a 12-round fight. You know, mistakes happen. But I do like how Ryan conducted himself post-knockdown. Like, he stayed poised, he stayed composed. However, I do see some flaws, which I'll talk about, you know, just from my perspective. This is not to rag on Ryan Garcia. Hopefully he tightens up and improves those things. But again, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It was a fun fight, you know, definitely a fun fight to get the year cracking. Now, another thing that Oscar De La Hoya said before the Luke Campbell tough fight was that Ryan would walk through Tank, and he don't see Tank. He said at one point he didn't know, but 2 years later, 3 years later, he says that Ryan Garcia would run through Tank. I'm not concerned. I mean, I'm not so sure about that from my view, but I'm also not Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, who's gonna say whatever. Here's the clip of promoter Oscar De La Hoya saying that Ryan would run through Tank. I would be really curious. It's surprising nobody from media followed up that and said, hey, do you still feel that Ryan would walk through Tank after a very tough, hard-nosed fight with Luke Campbell? You know, it seems like people want to walk on eggshells when it comes to some of these questions. But I'll play the clip so you guys could hear exactly what Oscar said. Keep in mind, this was before the fight. So I would just be curious as a follow-up question to see how Oscar feels. But I'm going to play the clip for y'all.
Love the Tank fight. I think Ryan Garcia walks through the Tank. And if you were to ask me like 3 years ago, I would have been kind of like maybe questioned it. But now that Ryan Garcia is the fighter who is improving, the fighter who is growing, the fighter that's getting stronger and faster, I think Ryan Garcia walks right through the Tank.
Now, we'll see what happens. Oscar De La Hoya, he's in a very precarious position. I think Ryan, some people would be fond of just the way he conducted himself because, again, he showed some things you can't teach, like heart. You can't teach somebody heart. You better go see the Wizard of Oz. You know, I'm off to see the wizard. So you can't install or instill a heart in somebody. Ryan showed you that. Some people thought he was a pretty boy, but the way he got dropped, the way he got up and was still throwing hard stuff and really trying to get Luke Campbell out there, that's valiant. I do think he still needs to tighten up with his defense because against a better opponent, who knows if one, if he can even get up from a flush shot like he took, and two, if he continues to make the mistakes that I've seen, which I'll probably break down again, as I just said in another video. He was making some of the same mistakes after the knockout, and he really survived off of natural ability and fighter instinct and the sheer will to win. And that's good because in boxing, sometimes it's not going to always come to you. You got to get it how, you know, take it as you may. And you just got to get through it. He got through it, and it's on to the next chapter. So this should be a big learning experience for Ryan Garcia. I do like, you know, it was a good fight. And I do like some of the things I showed that he showed, because the other stuff could be worked at and worked on. And if you don't have a certain style yourself, you're not going to necessarily just blow through Ryan Garcia, because he does have some of those natural abilities. I just think he should sharpen up. And I'll just make the video so you guys could see why he got knocked down. It's just from my perspective. You know, I don't profess to be Burt Sugar, but I did pick up some things and I did rewatch it. So some people want that. If you want that, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notification so you could be alerted when that video drops of why he got knocked down. You know, a lot of people want that technical breakdown. I got you. All in all, as far as De La Hoya's comments, we'll see, because I don't believe De La Hoya in a lot of what he says. That's just me personally. Ryan's a fighter. He proved that, as I've said throughout this video. So I don't really doubt Ryan's willingness to win. He said, yeah, I'll fight Devin Haney. Yeah, I want Tank, right? He's been saying that. So I don't doubt him, the fighter. But the promoter, will they, after seeing you publicly, they're going to say, oh, this is the performance where superstars are made. But Oscar is a former fighter himself. So I want to see if he lives and stays true to his word and say the division's on notice. Because if the division's on notice, then Ryan Garcia is the mandatory for Devin Haney. Great stylistic fight. They're in or around the same age, and that'll be a hell of a fight for boxing. You know, so there's a lot of great options for Ryan Garcia. Let's see if De La Hoya Velcro his tongue. Hope dudes stick to his words. You know, let's see if he sticks to his words by actually pushing Ryan Garcia to grow from here and learn and not take, you know, a step all the way back and fight some of the guys he was fighting beforehand. You already showed what you could do against a Luke Campbell. So keep it moving, keep learning, keep growing, and keep adding to the palette. And I think that's what makes boxers great. Floyd had tough fights. You know, I mean, he didn't look like Ryan. I'm not saying that in a way, to each his own. Each person got their own style, but Floyd has never looked like Ryan Garcia. But each person has their own individual journey. And, you know, at the end of the day, shout out to Ryan for the victory. We'll see what De La Hoya decides to do, but he says 2021 is the year of Ryan Garcia. I can't wait to see what's next. It needs to be a stringent test, like, you know, like a Devin Haney or somebody. I mean, that's the mandatory. I mean, what world do boxers get into a position where they can get a title and then not go after it? So I think Ryan has I don't doubt Ryan's sheer determination and willingness to prove himself. I think he's been doubted probably his whole life, clean cut dude. So people are like, nah, you ain't really about it. So I think he wants to prove people wrong. It's just, boxing is deeper than that. Your handlers, your promoters, your matchmakers, what they want to do with you. And there was an moment with Luke Campbell. So that little scare, publicly, they may not admit it, guys like De La Hoya, but that was a serious moment. And, you know, if De La Hoya 2 years ago said Ryan wasn't ready, oh, Tank's a beast, the fact that he struggled with a southpaw in them early goings and got dropped, would he really make a Tank Davis fight? It's hard for me to believe that, despite how much Ryan Garcia could want it. But that concludes this video. Let me know what you guys think. Also, sign up for ESPN Plus. They have a ton of original content. $5.99 a month by clicking my link, or get the bundle. ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all 3 apps for one low price of $12.99. Should be a good year of boxing. First couple of days that we already got a good fight and some back and forth competitive action. Let me know what you guys think. Ryan Garcia, it's his year according to his promoter. Is Ryan ready for the other top lightweights? The Gervontas, Javier Fortuna, the Devin Haneys, the Teofimo Lopez's, the Lomachenkos? Let me know in the comments. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next videos, Ego. I don't know. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.